The United States has suspended bilateral talks with Russia on the Syrian peace process.
What we have seen from the Russians in the year or so since their military intervention in Syria is that they have not made much progress against ISIL. They claim that the reason that they're in Russia or in Syria is to fight extremists, but they haven't made a significant, they haven't achieved a significant counter-ISIL objective in more than 7 months, and they've been reduced to trying to claim credit for successful U.S. operations.
The State Department says Russia failed to live up to its commitments and was, quote, either unable or unwilling to ensure Syrian regime adherence to the arrangements to which Moscow agreed. Rather, the statement says Russia and the Syrian regime have chosen to pursue a military course. I asked the State Department if the U.S. lived up to its own obligations under the deal.
As many Americans are home right now talking about the football games and Kim Kardashian and Kanye West getting robbed in Paris and all this other parasitic nonsense that the mainstream media fills your brain with, the Russians, 40 million of them, are taking part in the largest nuclear disaster drill since the Cold War. There's very dangerous escalations geopolitically between the Russians and the United States, with many international experts saying we are closer to war than ever before.
What does Russia know that you and I don't? Are they sending a message in their latest moves? But what are those latest moves? Well, according to a Russian news source, 40 million people are going to be conducting a drill and participate in training taking place October 4th through the 7th, where basically 40 million people are going to be heading to bunkers, underground areas.
We begin with our breaking news, and that is Russia's defense ministry has vowed to shoot down any perceived threat in Syria. It follows a wave of claims in the foreign press that the White House is considering direct airstrikes on Syrian army positions.
I would like to remind the American strategists that the air cover of the Russian bases in Khmeimim and Tartus is provided by the S-400 and S-300 anti-aircraft weapons systems, the strike radius of which may be a surprise to any unidentified flying objects. I should really acknowledge that the Russian anti-aircraft defenses won't likely have time to figure out through a direct line where the weapon's going or who it belongs to.
This worrying development has